What's up, everybody? Let's do a quick video about some simple seat time maintenance I do on the Z. The car is very simple. It's very stock. I've done nothing to it, so it's kind of like just a regular maintenance schedule. Pretty simple stuff, but we'll just kind of touch on it. Maybe somebody was curious about getting into drifting, or maybe getting a Z to drift. Very simple, regular maintenance. We'll go through everything, kind of what I check over. Very quick, very easy, very affordable. Some people change the oil every event. I go probably 2 or 3 events before I change oil. This car has been on the trailer for over a month. It's literally went trailer to event, trailer to event, trailer to event. It hasn't even been in the garage. So first time we got in the garage, I think it's like 4 or 5 events deep on oil. So we need to really address that, change that real quick, because we have an event we're going to tomorrow. So we'll dive into it, just do a quick maintenance video, some things I kind of look for, and we'll go from there. So here's the Z. It's in the car. It's the Z you see in the videos all the time. If you don't know, you haven't seen the outside of it. Most of the time you guys see the inside of it, but this is the Z from the outside. Regular oil, 5W30, just some Valvoline. Always try to stay with Valvoline products. Literally the cheapest oil filter they had. Nothing special. Really cheap deal, and that's pretty much it as far as oil. I'm not really going to do a how-to video on how to change oil, but I'll kind of just throw a clip in here of me changing it. One other thing that I need to address on this car is I'm getting a slight overheating issue. It seems to be like after, I don't know, 4 or 5 laps, I got to get off track at a hot lap event. The car is pegged H, so I did switch to water from coolant earlier this year, and I may have some air in the line. So I bought a funnel that you use to bleed the air out of the line with, and we'll go through that, and we'll go through all the checks I do after I change my oil, and that'll be pretty much it. Like I said, it's super simple, short and sweet, but just to give somebody an idea of what you got to do to stay drifting. Obviously, you have to replace tires and stuff, but for the most part, running cost. I'm not going to go into cost, but just you can imagine just a basic oil change and just basic fluids. So let's dive into it. Alright, so got the car up in the air, jacked this way, so all the oil can drain out of the engine. It's supported with the jack stand over there. Never get underneath the car without a jack stand under it. It's really dangerous. Really, one jack stand is kind of dangerous, but we're not getting all underneath the car. So, got my wrench. I'm going to go ahead and bust that off and let the oil drain. So, oil's coming out of there. While it's doing that, I'm going to go up here and bust this oil filter off and let that oil drain down. And then we'll put the new filter on, and that'll be pretty much a wrap for that. Another thing, when you're changing oil, you go put your new oil filter on. Get a little bit of oil on your finger here. Get that O-ring lubed up. I don't really know the analogy why. I imagine it's some kind of protection barrier, but they always tell you to lube up your O-rings there, so make sure you got some oil on there before you put it on. Alright, so that's a wrap for the oil. I went ahead and sprayed everything down with the brake parts cleaner, so if we do get any leaks, we know where they're coming from. Cleaned all the oil off and all that good stuff. So that's pretty much it for now. I'll put the car on the ground. We'll hop up to the top side, put oil in the car, start it, and I don't think we got any leaks. Yeah, so this is that funnel I was telling you guys about. It has different kind of like fittings that go on the bottom here, and it goes into the radiator, and it just, I don't know, lets air naturally run up out of the car that sits in the radiator like that. So we're gonna do that. That's pretty much it. Oil's changed. We're gonna check our fluids. Power steering fluid's fine. We'll check our brake fluid, and that's literally it. This thing's pretty much ready to go drifting right now. So if you guys are interested in getting a Z, Really good seat time car. A lot of people say that they become boring or whatever because they're somewhat easy to drive or whatever, but man, this thing's tons of fun. For the amount of money I have wrapped up in this car and basically the use I've gotten out of it, there's no comparison. So we'll start the car, put this thing on it, and that'll be pretty much it, dude. And we'll load the car up and we're gonna go drifting. Well, I've never used one of these funnel kit things, so I'll show you this real quick. Very, very interesting. I had no idea it came with all these fittings and adapters. It's pretty cool, so let's check this thing out. So it comes with all these adapter fittings here, you know, and then like you have like the actual like radiator cap that holds it down. So we come over here. The green one fit perfectly. So I have the green fitting, radiator cap screwed down tight, and then I think you get the other. I gotta read the instructions, but I think you get that other fitting, or maybe this rolls down in there. That might just roll in there like that. Cool. Let's try that out. You guys probably can't hear me over the car, but it has this thing, it's like a fluid stopper, so you can just fill that funnel up full of water, coolant, whatever you want, and whenever the car is basically sucked whatever it wants out and it's got the air out of line, you put this down there to stop the fluid, and then you can just like get your funnel off there and like you don't spill nothing. Pretty slick. We're gonna let the car warm up, and then once the thermostat opens, it'll start sucking all the water into the system, and hopefully that takes care of the problem. I guess there was some coolant still left in the block. Huh. Yeah, we're getting it out now, that's for sure. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. It's just simple maintenance stuff. Just regular routine stuff that you would do with any other car. Nothing fancy, you know. Do a bolt check, whatever you want to do. But this thing's ready to go. We just did an oil change. I'm bleeding some coolant lines, and that's it. We're taking it to the track, churn all kinds of laps, and then come home. So like I said, simple video, quick, short, but be ready for tomorrow's event, or today's event. Yeah.